Hello. Hi.
Oh, hey everybody. Sorry, I was just finishing my FNAF, or as people call it, Five Nights at Freddy's lore book. Yes, this is obviously the lore book on Five Nights at Freddy's, as you can clearly see. So, I just finished the lore book for Five Nights at Freddy's, and we also have around a couple more. We have a couple more. This is the first pile, by the way. There's like 10 more piles. I might not be making videos for a while. A lot of people know Five Nights at Freddy's is that one game that you would see a lot of YouTubers play back in like 2015 to 2014 and just see them screaming. You know what kind of YouTubers I'm talking about. The YouTubers with dyed hair, the YouTubers that would scream at everything that they'd see. You know, the good ones. But that's not the point. This game back then, and still now, but nowhere near as much as it was back then, this game literally left the Earth's atmosphere in popularity. It literally blasted up into the sky in how popular this game got. This is what I would like to call internet games. Internet games are games like Undertale. It's like, baby, 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 you're so fine, Mew Mew, kiss it cute, and I shout it out, and I shout it out, boom! I don't think I've actually talked about how much I love Undertale on this channel. I mean, maybe eventually we'll get to that. We will for sure eventually get to that. Anyways, it's not what we're talking about right now. It's one of those kind of games, though, like Undertale, which I just very wellly explained. Baldi's Basics is another kind of game like that, along with like Doki Doki Literature Club, Fortnite, stuff like that. Games that took the internet by storm and just blew up in popularity, left the atmosphere, as I was saying. And one of those games was definitely Five Nights at Freddy's. Scott Cawthon is very, very widely respected among Five Nights at Freddy's fans. What? No, duh. He's the creator of the game. He's very widely respected. Sadly, Scott Cawthon did indeed retire, and he's handing Five Nights at Freddy's off to who knows who. So I think in celebration of me actually having a pretty fond connection with this game, from when I would my pants when I was like 7 years old watching it, like Jesus Christ, it was so scary. So, like I just said, we are going to talk about the scary game that took the internet by storm in 2014 and 2015. And we're going to be talking about it for, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe? So let's just jump our way into this one. Did I get you? No, I'm not putting a jump scare warning. I mean, I would have loved one if I was like younger. I would have disliked this video and commented, "Oh my God, you're so stinky. I hate you so much." That's what I would have commented if I was like 9 watching this video right now. But guess what? 9-year-olds shouldn't even be watching this video. This is a scary game. Scary game. Scary stuff happens. No jump scare warning for you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have someone like have a heart attack, and then I'm gonna get blamed for. I'm sorry. I should have put a jump scare warning. Should I put a jump scare? I'm not putting a jump scare. All right, let's just get to the point. In Five Nights at Freddy's, you work at a pizza restaurant. No, thank you. But there aren't many employees at this restaurant, so they kind of need you there. And you gotta work there for 5 nights. And you're kind of the only employee there, so it's kind of all up to you. Oh, and there's this telephone guy that tells you all sorts of things.
I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you
there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine.
Yes. According to my calculations, that's quite bullshit. But whatever, it's fine. It will be the easiest thing ever. We're just gonna be looking after a pizza place gone dark for 6 hours doing nothing. The easiest job ever. It's free money, basically. There is literally nothing that could possibly go wrong. I spoke too soon. So yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game, I know, shocker, and it has pretty simplistic gameplay, nothing too out of the ordinary. The gameplay is basically you just looking at the security cameras and trying to defend yourself from Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy. Freddy is your typical average animatronic. Oh yeah, did I mention they were animatronics? Freddy basically just tries to kill you, but in a pretty simple way. He walks around the place, he tries to enter the room, you close that room, or the door, you close the door when he tries to enter the room, and he can't get in. It goes for all of them, they can't get in if the door's closed. Chica does the exact same thing, so does Bonnie. It's literally basically the three same characters, except they look different. They do the exact same thing in gameplay. So obviously, Foxy does the exact same, oh my god, gee! Yeah, Foxy kind of gives you a run for your money, and honestly, it's kind of scary the first time you see it, because you just don't expect it to happen. It can give you one of those little seat jumps things that I like to describe as just... That was scary. But nothing too out of the ordinary other than that. You just have to defend all the animatronics off before 6 a.m. But be wary. You have a certain amount of power, and for some reason your power runs out quite fast. It's honestly quite jarring. I think the pizza place needs better electricity. So yeah, be careful, because if you run out of power, I think the game's broken. Yeah, but other than that, there really isn't too much more to Five Nights at Freddy's. We all know the video isn't done. You know, I don't know if Five Nights at Freddy's 1 grabbed my attention very much. Hey, there's a sequel. Maybe if I try this one out, they will get my attention. That one didn't grab my attention very much either. There's a third one. Maybe that one will do it? Not so much. Well, maybe this one will do it. Nah, maybe this one. This one should do it. This one should probably be the last one. Maybe this one. Hi, Scott Cawthon? Yeah, okay, so, I was just saying, from the information I've gathered, it seems that you haven't passed on the Five Nights at Freddy's series to anybody yet, and I was just advising that you don't. Yeah, I'm saying this because, I don't think that there needs to be any more in this series. I think we're done. I think we're done. Oh, there's a new one coming? Okay. I think we can be done, though. I think there's enough. I really do. I think there's enough. I don't think any more need to be made. I really, really do think there's enough, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Alright, bye. That wasn't Scott Cawthon, it was a doctor. Well, I guess my message isn't gonna get across to Scott Cawthon, so I'll just keep talking about it here. Anyways, let's actually talk about number 2. Number 2 is the exact same goddamn game, except the only difference is that there is no difference, and there's just more animatronics called toy animatronics. They literally do the same thing that Freddy does. It's literally no different. There's a couple new mechanics like the vent. Some things come through the vent, like Mangle. I'm pretty sure I just talked about everything. Everything has been talked about. I have nothing else to talk about when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We can just go on to the next game. I hate this thing. It terrifies me. The puppet is something you have to keep in its box. If it comes out of its box, it kills you, so you obviously want to keep it in its box. Okay, yeah, now that's basically it. That's basically it. You hear that? I hear it's time for Jacob complaining time. That's right, we've just been talking about the game, and I haven't been complaining at all. The exact same goddamn game, except the only difference is that there is no difference, and there's just more animatronics called toy animatronics. They literally do the same thing that Freddy does. It's literally no Oh, dang it. No, I definitely complained. No, I definitely complained. Okay, streak ruined. I'm sorry. Streak got ruined. Well, I'm gonna complain more. Five Nights at Freddy's is, honestly, the first 3 are kind of boring. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say first 3? I meant first 5. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's honestly just kind of gets old after the first 5 minutes you play it, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just how I feel about it. It's not necessarily that Five Nights at Freddy's isn't my game, because the gameplay is extremely simple. Almost too simple. Simple enough to be fun? Yes. Simple enough to be fun for a normal person? No. That's why I actually had fun with it, because I'm a strange fella. So why am I contradicting myself? What, Jacob, do you like the game or do you not? Well, here's the thing. Stop questioning me, okay? I have lots of opinions about certain things, okay? Sometimes I just don't like it, and sometimes I do like it, okay? What do you want me to say? But on the end of both spectrums, I am more to the side of not enjoying it as much. Not because it's a bad game, just because maybe it's not entirely my thing. Or maybe it's just because it really is too simple. Now, keep in mind, I said the first 5 games. 5, right? There's 6 games in total, right? How many games are there? My God. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it's the first 5. Because the latest one, I'm pretty sure, is there 7? I don't know. We'll talk about that one later in the video, the last one. Probably going to be the one I talk about the most because it's the one I enjoyed the most. I loved that game. You guys probably can already guess what it is, but I'll talk about it at the end. You'll see. Anyways, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 stinks, so now we're going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Nice. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time.
It's the same thing. It's exactly what I wanted, less characters so we can have less diversity. Yes, it's the same game. The only difference is, get this, they literally took out all the characters and replaced them with one singular one. I know, shocking. And the jump scares in this are nowhere near as scary as the first and second games. I mean, come on, in the first and second games, I was jumping out of my seat. Now in this game, the most you'll get out of me is an eyebrow raise. So on to Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This time, you're not working at a pizza restaurant, you're working nowhere. You're unemployed because you're like 5 years old. This time you're in your bedroom, and I honestly think this might be the creepiest Five Nights at Freddy's game. Definitely not the best. But it is freaking scary, okay? Imagine this, you're a 5-year-old getting out of your bed and you look through the door and you see this f***ing thing. What the f*** is that? Like seriously, man, I was just trying to go to the bathroom. Actually, maybe it isn't that bad. The first time I saw it, I didn't even have to go to the bathroom. They took care of the job for me. I already pissed myself. Yeah, this thing is quite scary. So is this thing. Oh, and when it pops out of your closet, I know it's terrifying. Maybe it wasn't terrifying for you, but it was pretty scary for me, okay? And other than that, it's actually much different. I will give that. It's pretty different. This time, it's even less options. Even less options. Even less options. It's even less options. You literally just walk around to each door in your bed and the closet, and you have a flashlight that turns off and on. Simple gameplay. It can be fun for like the first hour, and the fun goes away. Anyways, time for my favorite one. Okay, this thing exists. Five Nights at Freddy's 1, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, FNAF World. We didn't even get a FNAF Land first. FNAF World is, it's a game. It's a game. This is the one game I literally know nothing about. I know this much about this game. This much. I know 0. That's not an O. This looks like an O. It's a 0. Okay, I'm clarifying. I know nothing about this game. FNAF World is an indie role-playing video game created by Scott Cawthon. It is the first official spin-off to Five Nights at Freddy's series. That's terrible grammar. The initial release date was January 21st, 2016. Developer, Scott Cawthon. Series, Five Nights at Freddy's. Mode, single-player video game. Designer, Scott Cawthon. You already said he was the developer. What more are you trying to tell us? Hey, the genre's a horror game? Oh, really? I never could have guessed. Hopefully that explained it well enough, because I know there's a lot of... FNAF lore in FNAF World's gameplay. Sorry, kind of have to be quiet during those parts. I don't want to awaken the beast. All I know about FNAF World is that it's all cutesy and it gets creepy really quickly. Oh, jeez, I never would have guessed this would have happened. So yes, on to my favorite, considering there's 6 games in the series. You have to be kidding me. The one that I remember in 6th grade that everybody was talking about, like seriously, people would not stop talking about this game coming out. This game is known as Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Now, I don't know much about this one either. I heard so much about it when it was first coming out. Nothing about the actual gameplay, since nobody actually knew about the gameplay. All I knew is that it was a Five Nights at Freddy's game, and it was locating their sister. Or something along those lines. I don't know. I don't play FNAF. Jacob, you seem to be talking a lot about not liking FNAF and not playing FNAF, even though at the beginning of this video you mentioned that this series is close to your heart. Why is this, Jacob? Well, it's because I only like this series because I saw a ton of awesome YouTubers playing it, and all the memories I have with them playing it. It's kind of nostalgic for me. Does that mean it's a good game? Listen, I may have a pretty big case of nostalgia goggles sometimes, but that does not mean I can realize when a game is bad, even if I did enjoy it when I was younger. Sister Location is basically just another FNAF game with some extra stuff added in and... more juicy FNAF lore. In Sister Location, you're basically trying to hide from the same guys, except take out Bonnie and Chica, and then put back in Freddy and Foxy, and then turn them pink and white. These are apparently called the Fun Time animatronics. And then there's this creepy doll animatronic. Okay, that looks pretty cool, I'll give it that. Other than that, it's what you'd kind of expect from a FNAF game. It's a FNAF game. After that, you have a game I like to call, well, Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night. That's what the name of the game. It's Ultimate Custom Night. Ultimate Custom Night is probably the second coolest one. In Ultimate Custom Night, get this, you get to customize your game. You get to customize your game. So yes, that means you can literally add one singular Freddy to every single animatronic that ever existed and fight all of them at one time. Is it possible? Yes. But can you do it? Oh god, no, you probably suck at video games. Yeah, it is possible to achieve, but there have been very, very few people who are able to do this. It is a very hard challenge to accomplish. Ultimate Custom Night, you basically just create your own little Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's cool. There isn't really much else to say about that one. Yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs. Keep in mind, we are not talking about Five Nights at Freddy's lore. We are talking about gameplay and what the games are. If we were talking about the lore, see this timestamp? Yeah. This is what it would look like instead. So that's why we're not covering lore. We're just doing the gameplay, if I didn't make that clear enough. Next, And lastly, my favorite is Five Nights at Freddy's. Just making sure there's no others that are going to jump at me. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is a fabulous game. It combines every single Five Nights at Freddy's game ever made. Well, most of them. Not every single one, but most of them. It combines most of them and puts them into one package, and you can play all the games together, along with some bonus levels that were not even originally in older games and are new to Help Wanted. So basically, just think of it as this. It's every single Five Nights at Freddy's game in one package with extra new games, and you get to collect rewards, get coins. It is the perfect Five Nights at Freddy's game. There isn't really much you can do to improve it, and I say that very, very legitimately. It is a fabulous game. I 100%ed that game. The only Five Nights at Freddy's game I've actually had legitimate super fun with, I'm gonna be honest. And it was really good. Even if you're not a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan, you will enjoy this game for sure. It doesn't even matter if you play it on flat mode or in the main way that it was meant to be played in VR. Yes, this game originally was created for a virtual reality headset, or like the Oculus or something. But it later was put onto different platforms because it would get more playability that way. Either way, you play it in virtual reality, which is obviously the cooler and better way of playing it, or if you just play it in flat mode, both of them are great experiences. Obviously, virtual reality is a better experience, but either way, you're still going to be having some fun. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is easily the most fun I've had on this thing right here, other than maybe Beat Saber. That was kind of a fun game. But it's a good game. Finally said something positive about this game for once. So yes, that was indeed the last game. I don't know what that looks for. There's no other games that I need to cover. There's no other games. There's no other game. Security Breach, the new one that's coming out, isn't even out yet. It's not even out. It's literally not even out. I don't know what everybody's typing in the comments for. There's no other FNAF games coming out. Well, no, there is a game coming out. It's Security Breach. But this is it for now. There's no other games. There's nothing else I have to talk about. You're kidding me. Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery. What? For people who aren't aware, Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery is a mobile game. And you take pictures. I think. Yeah, this game isn't super well known. Well, at least for the Five Nights at Freddy's community, that is. It's one of the lesser known ones. That doesn't mean people don't know what it is. Every single Five Nights at Freddy's fan knows what this game is. But if you were to ask just some random Joe Schmo on the street, hey, do you know what Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery is? They're going to be like, oh, is that like the subtitle for the second game or the third game? They're not going to know what it is. And honestly, I don't blame them. It's mediocre and bad. It's just a mobile game. Who cares? You could have done so much more. So, now we are done. Because there's nothing else I have to say about this game. That's it. It's a bad mobile game. I don't want to talk about it. Alright, now we're done. You have to be kidding me. There's 2 more games, and I literally missed out on one. So yeah, you know Ultimate Custom Night and Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location? Yeah, in the middle of those, there's a game called Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. Why am I doing this? Why am I making a video on a game series I don't even really care about that much? Why am I doing it? Why? Why am I doing it? Back to the old trend. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator is a freeware point-and-click business simulation survival horror game. Video games developed and published by Scott Cawthon. I never could have guessed. I think I need to take these off. These are destroying me. That's better. Now, it's not the game that's bad. It's just getting a little burnt out. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator just feels like another FNAF game. Doesn't really feel too new. It almost feels identical to FNAF World. FNAF World! The only thing I remember good about this game is that the Stupendium made a really good song on it. Do you guys know who the Stupendium is? Nobody knows who the Stupendium is. For context, the Stupendium is a video game rap producer. You know, like your JT Machinima or your The Living Tombstone, those kind of guys. And Stupendium, or the Stupendium, is easily the best one out of all of them. I really do recommend you should go check it out if you're into that kind of video game rap style. You know, your Build Our Machine. Oh boy, I remember that one. I don't know, our Down to the Bone. You guys remember that one? Down to the Bone by JT Machinima. Oh, it's called JT Music now? Huh. Things do change. But yeah, he made a song about this game and it was pretty good. I liked it. That's all I can say about it. Yes, everything I just talked about when I came to this game wasn't even about the game itself. Do you blame me?
Jacob, this is a terrible video. This video is garbage. You're not even giving good explanations on each game. I bet you don't even know what each of these games consist of. You're not even playing them. This gameplay isn't even yours. You're stealing this gameplay. You literally did not play any of the games that you didn't know anything about. The only information you're giving us is about the games that you have played and know about. You're too lazy to actually go and play all these games so you can get us correct information on them. And you're skipping over the ones that you basically don't know anything about. This is a bad video, Jacob.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I just don't want to play it. Now, I'll gladly replay games I've enjoyed for videos, or games that I've never played before. But Jacob, you've never played Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator? Well, guess what? I don't want to. Now, if I already know a game is bad, like Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, that's right, I replayed that game before the video I made on it. Yes, I did hate myself, but here's the thing, I knew what I was getting into. I don't know what I'm getting into for Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. You know, I could enjoy it, I could not enjoy it, who knows, but I just don't want to play it, okay? And I also kind of need to get one of these things out quicker, so what did I do that for? Anyways, now we have one last one. And it doesn't even feel like a Five Nights at Freddy's game. It doesn't even feel like a Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's not even a Five Nights at Freddy's game. But hey, at least it's a new formula, am I right? So the next one we're going to be taking a look at is Freddy in Space 2? Yeah, I don't think I get that number 2. Well, time to use Google again. Freddy in Space 2 is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. The game is created by Scott Cawthon with the character sprites made by Claudia Schroeder. Ah, got it. The game is set as a sequel to FNAF World's minigame, FNAF 57, Freddy in Space. Well, that explains a lot. So, it's a sequel to a minigame in a game that was worldly recognized as a not good FNAF game. Well, what can I say? Scott Cawthon's just a genius. Now, I will give it this. A side-scrolling shoot-'em-up of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise does sound pretty cool. But is it good? Well, time to bust out the playing fingers. Let's play this game. Well, I tried. I digress. Freddy in Space 2 is exactly what Google said it was. It's a 2D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up with bosses. That's it. That's literally all it is. It's cool. There's some secret endings. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys if you want to play it. That's what it is. You know, there's honestly so many cool things about Five Nights at Freddy's that I really didn't touch on. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is a great game, do not get me wrong, it really is cool. In a lore perspective, the gameplay is kind of lackluster and mediocre. That doesn't mean I don't adore this franchise, though. It has a near and dear spot to my heart. I do actually like it. Honestly, one of my favorite things to see when I was younger than I am now, at least, is the lore videos and theory videos on it. Honestly, brings me back. What the? Lore videos and theory videos on it. Theory. MatPat, what are you doing here?
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory.
Ugh, MatPat, I don't have time for this right now. I'm trying to finish up my video.
Where between all the Nintendo, FNAF, Doki Doki, Fortnite, and loot boxes
Yes, that is precisely what I'm saying. Now get out.
of our favorite blue hedgehog. Now, a few months ago, I got a special request for a theory. Game Theory.
Well, damn. Alright, MatPat, your reign ends here. Slash attack! Oh, so you think you're good, huh? Up slash! And down slash! Oh no. Huh? You almost killed me! Wait, MatPat, stop! I've always wanted to ask you a question. For the longest time, you primarily mainly made Five Nights at Freddy's videos, with other videos sprinkled in between. But why was that? Yeah, that seems like a pretty good explanation. Bye, MatPat. Well, time to play some Dr. Kawashima's Big Brain Math. It just doesn't feel the same anymore. After coming into super close contact with death, I realized that death is inevitable. So we shouldn't waste our time doing math. We should waste our time doing better things. I realized that we shouldn't waste our time playing silly video games and use our time accordingly and do actual good things with our lives. But oh god, I just love this way better.